Hello everyone, I'm Tue Bayer. I am a long-time guitar tech, bass tech for Volbeat. Yeah, and welcome. The current tour, this is in the third stage, which is the European part. We have done a Canadian stint, and we have done a US stint. Now we are back in Europe, and it's going to continue all the way up till November 13th, I believe. And we kind of just started. We're a week into it or 10 days into it, and it's a pretty long one. I've been using the Profiler for, I would say, 10 years now with this band. We used to have a lot of issues when we were out on the road with real amplifiers, like I'm sure other guitar techs or guitarists would know that you switch from one current to another. Therefore it changes the way the tubes are behaving, all that stuff, and in fact that would change how it sounds on the stage, how it sounds on the in-ears. So we needed to find a tool that could capture what Michael actually liked from his amplifier and put it in a box that's the same every day. So that's why we went with a Kemper, because it had the most natural tones of what we like. And that's basically been the root of everything. So a real capture of his amplifier, put it on the Kemper, and then it's the same every day. So we don't have to worry about what kind of power I get. If we're in America or Japan, it doesn't matter what cycle, everything is the same. What it's on the Profiler is what's coming out. It doesn't care. So consistency is the key, especially when you're in in-ears. Back in the day, it would be a battle because it would change, and then the entire sound would be off, and it just wouldn't be fun. At least now everything, the source is always the same, so we don't have to worry about that. That's kind of how we use it. So the way we use it in Volbeat, for Michael, he's got 2 Kempers. Casper's got 2 Kempers. Fleming, the other guitar player, has 3 Kempers. So the way I run Michael is he has a main and a spare, so they're identical, there's no difference. I actually only use the left out because we run everything mono for him, and the way it comes out is just on the XLR, it goes to mono world, we add a little bit to it, that's what he gets for his in-ear mix. That also splits to front of house, so he gets the same for front of house, same signal. Then I use my monitor output on the Kemper, which goes to the on-stage cabinets, which feeds through the amplifiers that goes on stage. And on that I have a slightly little different EQ on the output monitor side of it. I add a little bit of bass, I take some more mid out, depending on what cabinets I use, because I got various different cabinets and the different systems we have. On these they're 100 watts, so I actually roll off a little bit low end because otherwise it's too much, and that's how I really use them. They're always linked, so if I switch or one die, the other one's up and running already. It's already connected, so it's just a matter of those guys to flip a fader, and then we still have signal. We never had that issue. Hope it never happens, but yeah, it's live, so it could happen. So you got to always have a backup plan. And that's the same way I kind of basically run Casper, which is a bass player. He recently just migrated to it. He's very happy with it because he always wants to change to sounds. There's other songs where you want to have like less compression or a little bit more distortion. We haven't kind of gotten there yet, so now he's just using one sound, but same concept. A main and a spare, one line out, monitor world to ears to front of house. I split it, it goes into an amplifier, and it goes to cabinets on stage. The reason we went with this is because you could actually capture the real amplifier. So we did the profile and all that stuff, and then we tweaked it, and then it made it sound like it is his real rig. So that's the reason we went with the Kemper. So we have that profile on there. Obviously, over time, I've tweaked stuff, carved some EQ out or whatever. But yes, we use effects on it. There's a few different songs that like it's a clean with some stuff on it. So yeah, we're using all the stuff that's on here. I have no outside effects or anything, and that goes for Casper as well. Same goes to Fleming. Everything is happening in the Kemper, so everything you hear live, it's all coming from the Kemper. I use the rig manager all the time, especially if I gotta go tweak sounds. I mean, then I can, I have it on my computer, so I just connect and then I can go through. Also because we run multiple units, so I can have them up and look at it and see what the difference is. So if I need to compare something, even though I know it's correct, visually you get a representation of what's going on. So if you switch from one channel to the second channel, then you know it works. That's how I kind of use it as a visual tool. But then let's say I got to change an EQ or something, I can go in very precise in the rig manager and go through my little parameters to make sure everything is correct instead of having to dial here, because it's easier. Yeah, the software is very intuitive. It's not complicated at all, so yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, very easy to use. First and foremost, thank you. Yeah, it's a great product. So I mean, you can't complain. It's very stable, hardly any issues. I believe everybody was looking for, now that you guys put out the second edition of it, was looking for a bigger display on it. Me, I don't personally need it. I actually like the old, what do you call it, dot matrix, whatever, because it feels like it's old school and that's how it works. Because you have the software to go into details, right? So everything is so intuitive on the front, so it makes sense as a guitar player. That's why I like it. And also compared to some of the other products out there, because you always got to finagle around to find a parameter. Here you just go, done. Thank you, Kemper.